5 reasons why the Switch 2 has bad third-party support. That's what we're going to talk about today because we are annoyed. Boy, oh boy, indeed.
Oh boy, we are annoyed indeed.
So, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I hope you are pressing the like button and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Alrighty then. So, on number 5, we have the past. History repeats itself.
Oh boy.
Indeed. Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy.
What is it with you and oh boy, oh boy, oh boy?
Oh boy, oh
okay.
Boy, oh jeez.
Jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise. So yeah, so it all started, the Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES, SNES era. There wasn't bad party support. There was actually good third-party support. There were good friends. There were coming lots of different games, and it wasn't only Nintendo. Nintendo is number one. No, they were welcome. Lots of third-party developers, and they had a good relationship actually.
Yes, I do want to add to this, because maybe you remember, like Nintendo had the seal. Because you say they had good relationships and they were good friends and stuff, but I feel like the dynamic was a little bit different because Nintendo, they were the boss. They could make anything, they want, like they could make the rules, and they had the seal of approval, like on their games. Yeah. And back then, maybe, for us, the consumer, maybe it seems like, oh, they're good friends, but actually, as I remember, back then, Nintendo really had it like, no, you it's going to be like this, it's going to be like that, it's going to be like this and that and that. And then the third-party publishers, they had to obey to all that Nintendo wants, to get their games and to get that seal and to get their games published, It was kind of like this, the dynamic. So I don't know necessarily if they were good friends. I think quite the opposite, actually. So
for the consumer,
very positive
it looked like
mindset. Yeah.
But in reality, indeed,
it is like that.
They were calling the shots, indeed.
Yeah. No, but really. You heard about this as well?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
I mean, there wasn't bad third-party support because there.
Yeah, because there was
there was
competition. That's
exactly.
So maybe Remco's trying to say Nintendo was the only they were on top, and the third parties had no other choice because back then you had like Sega and Atari was on the way out. So Nintendo was doing very good, and the third parties had no other choice. But to obey to all Nintendo's rules. And there was a lot of third-party support, of course. But, okay. Anyways. Yes, so it was a good era with lots of third-party support. And then...
For Nintendo. And then, Sony came.
Sony and Nintendo.
Sony and Nintendo. So Sony and Nintendo, they wanted to work together. And actually, they made a prototype called the Nintendo PlayStation. It was a collab. And this...
it was a collab indeed between Nintendo and Sony. Yeah.
And they made a prototype.
Multiple prototypes.
Multiple prototypes. Yeah. And they were really keen on releasing this. Let's work together. And I think it was disc based, and you can shove the disc underneath it. I think,
it was like a SNES.
Like a SNES.
And then underneath the SNES you could attach, the thing. But it was its own. It was its own thing also. It was its own thing. Like it looks like a SNES, but then below it, this disc-based system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have to pause the stream because someone from work is calling. So give me 1 second. And we're back. Okay, so this is like 30 minutes break. Very important phone call. It turned out to be very important. Didn't expect it, but not a 30-minute phone call, but 30 minutes talking with Remco about something very serious. Anyways, we're back. So Nintendo and Sony, the Nintendo PlayStation, and then at some event, it was maybe the Tokyo Game Show or some other event. Sony was on the stage. They were proud, we're going to do this thing, we're working together with Nintendo. We're making this, Nintendo PlayStation. Maybe they didn't name it yet at that point, but, we're working together with Nintendo and, it's a collab. It's going to be amazing, nice. And shortly after, maybe a day or maybe a few hours, I don't know exactly. I wasn't paying attention. We were kids. Nintendo went on the stage and no. We're not going to work with Sony. We're going to work with Philips. And that's a backstab, one of the biggest backstabs in the video game history. Yeah,
I feel it. Yeah,
it's
quite nasty. Actually,
it's really nasty
because you already have the mock-up, the prototype, and then
months of working, together,
down the drain,
and without any, Sony had to find out by watching on stage, you know.
They didn't even hear it firsthand. They saw it on stage like,
oh, we're not working together with
Come
Nintendo.
again? What?
Okay. And Nintendo, because they were like, it's some kind of arrogance.
yeah, we are number one, so we can do what we want, right?
And that's really what they thought. And
Yeah.
and then Sony, of course, as we all know, Sony was like, you know what, we're going to do it ourselves. We don't need Nintendo. And then Sony continued with this disc-based system, because Sony is, of course, the inventor kind of the CD and everything. Had discs, CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, it's all from Sony.
Yeah, they were the first, the pioneers.
And so they continued with this disc-based system and made the Sony PlayStation instead of the Nintendo PlayStation. And why we're saying this, because at that moment, you know, this is the start of PlayStation when it lured in all the third parties. I mean, many third parties, they were like, oh, you know, we can go to PlayStation and we can do what we want. There's not those tight restrictions as there were in the NES and SNES time. They can go to Sony, they can publish their games, they can go wild.
Yeah, so very third-party friendly, actually. Very friendly. Like, oh yeah, go wild, go wild on our system, on our Sony PlayStation.
And I don't know exactly how much help there was.
No,
But I think that Sony also was helping third parties. Like, this is how you should develop games for our system. And whereas Nintendo is kind of always like, you can figure it out yourself.
yeah, because it was also new for Sony, indeed. Like starting with the Sony PlayStation, like in the gaming industry, that's a new thing also. So
It was a very new thing for Sony.
yeah, so they wanted also help from third parties, and they want to make a great product together. Like, let's make it better. Let's both get better. And, and Nintendo was like, no.
And Nintendo at that moment, maybe they didn't feel it yet, but this was the beginning of we're talking about why the Switch, or the Switch 2 has bad third-party support. I mean, Nintendo in general has bad third-party support, but this video is about the Switch 2.
But these reasons, specifically the Nintendo Switch 2. And
because in later points in the video. So one of the biggest, third-party developers back then and still to this day, Square. Nowadays, Square Enix, I think, and back then it was Squaresoft.
Yeah.
They became Square Enix around 2003, right?
Yeah, I think April 2003.
If we,
that's the top of my head. Like,
I see.
In the top,
it
just went
April
up.
2003. Yes. So back then it was Square. They left. In 1996. I see. And we wrote down some notes, of course. So in 1996, Square left Nintendo.
Nintendo,
like, okay, let's go to Sony. And in 1997, they made, of course, one of the biggest Final Fantasy games ever, Final Fantasy VII in 1997.
I still have it, like with the multiple discs inside.
Okay.
It's crazy.
I never played that one.
No. I still have it somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, I still have it.
PlayStation. But I played Final Fantasy IX on the PlayStation. It was not on a Nintendo console because of Nintendo themselves. So, which I was lending, from Jay Wizman.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
Yeah, he's also very good in Smash Bros. But once I wrote him a text message like, "Hey, let's play Smash again." He read it. He never replied. Jay Wizman.
Dr. Mario.
Yeah. Anyways, so the lack of Nintendo's help. So the Nintendo continued. What are my cats doing? I'm the best cat dad ever, by the way. But I don't know what they're doing right now. I should know because I'm the best cat dad ever.
Should get a camera over there.
Yeah, I will. I will. So what? Nintendo continued with the Nintendo 64. They thought, okay, let's just continue with the cartridges. Sony is doing their thing. Nintendo went with this, and of course, other companies like Sega. Sony beat Sega with the Dreamcast. Yeah, Dreamcast. Where's the Dreamcast? Whatever. And that's actually from the Nintendo 64 to the Switch 2. It is like the third-party support is not really there. No. It's kind of making its return right now, but it's not there yet at the moment of filming this video, which is at the end of 2025. So Nintendo continues. Okay, no disc. They continue with the cartridges, and just in the Wii/Wii U era, they had DVDs. They went back to the DVDs. Like I was like, oh, Nintendo DVD,
Yeah.
because at the GameCube it was like a disc. It was a mini disc, like okay, let's do a CD, but no, let's chop it in half.
Let's do a mini disc. Why
Yeah.
not? Like I don't know.
But not mini disc, of course. But
yeah,
like
something in between.
yeah. I don't know how you call them, because you have mini disc is something else, right? It's also another.
Yeah, that's maybe even smaller actually.
Yeah, I don't know. And you have those UMD or something, Universal Media Disc from the PSP. I think it's UMD.
Yeah,
It's also like a disc in a box. But
yeah, disc in the box, and then they were a little bit smaller than actually these. These mini
GameCube
CD
discs.
Yeah.
So only the Wii and the Wii U had a regular disc from all these consoles, N64 till Switch 2. Only the Wii and Wii U. But then the odd thing is, I just want to add, is there's no DVD player. And there wasn't in the Wii or the Wii U. And which is very odd, because it is a DVD. It's just a DVD disc, DVD-ROM, the Wii games. But Nintendo...
yeah, but they went for that option for some reason. Well,
for some reason.
Because Nintendo, you're saying Nintendo, but Sony and I don't know, Microsoft and Xbox, you can just play the DVDs.
You can play the DVDs, the Blu-rays,
but
the CDs also. But on the Wii, so they did have the format,
but they restricted it.
But then still restricted. So Nintendo is always like this company that likes restrictions. To this day, by the way, to this day, we'll get to that later. But it's really their thing, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, like we have this, but you're not
Yeah.
gonna be able to use it like this. Why not? Come on.
So, and the big thing is that nowadays on the Switch we can watch YouTube, and I think maybe even on the 3DS. We have to ask Jamila or something, but she had a 3DS or something. Oh, whoa. There's a cat running here, so it might be something's happening there, like the litter box. Anyways,
Okay, that's fine.
everything's still fine, right? Recording, yeah.
Yeah.
12 minutes, okay. So nowadays we can watch YouTube on our Switch and Switch 2, which is a big thing, because Nintendo likes their restrictions, and on YouTube you can watch really, really dirty stuff or something. So it's interesting that they allow that, actually. That they allow that, but not other.
Yeah, maybe it's that, but we'll get into that in the later part of the video about these kind of restrictions, maybe age restrictions,
Yeah.
But it's quite weird actually. Like why they don't want like to have like the Nintendo like a single use purpose, so only gaming and no other stuff, no DVDs. I don't know, no internet. I don't know why they choose this. Going this route actually.
It's just so engraved in their Nintendo kind of brains.
In their DNA, actually.
In their
almost.
DNA.
Yeah.
Because I would almost say because they're Japanese, but that's not it, because Sony is also Japanese.
Yeah,
and
so
I'm not a racist also. So.
No, so
Sony's also Japanese, so
it's Nintendo then.
It's just Nintendo, like very, very conservative, and
yeah.
So the third-party support, because that's what we're talking about. And I had a nice little quote: "Nintendo only wants you to do what they want you to do." That's the kind of feeling you get as a third-party developer, and also as you mentioned yesterday in our nice little phone call, which took over 2 hours. Also for the consumer, Nintendo only wants you to do what they want you to do. So, no, we don't want you to watch movies on our Wii or something, or
Get a DVD player.
get a DVD player.
Or a Sony PlayStation.
Yes. Actually, the Sony PlayStation 2 was the that was the first, it was the cheapest DVD player when it came out.
Yeah, indeed.
It is one of the main reasons why people got a PlayStation 2.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's also one of the reasons I still actually have my PlayStation 3.
Can I snap my fingers and do the litter box? Just 1 second. I'm gonna snap my fingers because it smells like shit. Because she's out of frame right now, but really, like, I'm gonna snap my fingers. But this is left-handed, so you can snap your fingers.
Okay, let's go.
Oh my lord. Okay, this, I don't know what she's eating, but I'm feeding her. I'm.
Well,
So PlayStation 3, you said you had a PlayStation 3. You said something.
So the PlayStation 3, I actually mainly use it still actually for playing DVDs and Blu-rays. Actually,
You still use it for the
I still have it near my TV actually.
PlayStation 4, right?
Yeah, I don't have I didn't get.
Oh,
the
I
4.
thought it was the 4.
No, it's the 3.
Oh, it's a slim. It's very slim. Because I have the
it
fat
is,
PlayStation 3, like curved. No, but yours is straight, right? Like you have a pretty straight. Yeah.
I'm straight up guy, but
No, but I mean, I have a very, like, I can grab my PS3. Give me 1 second.
okay, he's now gonna grab his PS3. I gotta give him 1 second to get this one, but I have this PlayStation 3. I have it stationed next to my TV just to play the DVDs and Blu-rays and yeah. There it is. Oh yeah, you have a different one actually.
Yeah, this is the OG
Oh
PS3.
yeah,
This is
I have
the
slim
normal.
indeed. Yeah, I
You
thought
see?
mine was big, but
No,
this
this
one is.
I mean, hold it for a sec.
It's huge. Jesus, what is it? Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah.
It's heavier. Oh,
Why is everything so happy in the future? So this is PlayStation 3.
Back to the Future. Well, the table is gonna collapse.
Yeah.
Okay, mine is like
Slim.
Slim, yeah. But I didn't know
Oh, it's
that
not
was
slim, Tycho.
Yeah.
Well, it is very slim compared to this
Yeah.
bad boy.
that bad. It's a really bad boy.
Yeah. I'll put it on the floor because it's too risky here. Oh,
Yeah, too risky, and we're a Nintendo channel over here, so
yeah. I don't know why. Why? I mean, aren't you like? Why do I have it like enhanced reach? You know, so quick. You know, like isn't that?
yeah. You sleep. You have it under your pillow or something. You sleep on top of it, like oh.
Well, it is at my. It's close to my bed. You're right, but I want to get rid of it. So if someone wants this PS3, I can send it to you for free. I mean, you just pay the sending costs. So tell me.
So-
I think that's it. That's the past.
That's
History repeats itself. That's of course the whole thing.
yeah.
Because history is repeating itself since the Nintendo 64.
The Wii U.
Yeah, and on the Wii, the
Yeah.
Wii was of course very successful. But I mean, since the N64, the third-party support has been, lacking compared to Microsoft and Sony. It's because of these restrictions, the mental restrictions that Nintendo makes for their for themselves, for their systems, and the
And also
technical restrictions. So it's just restrictions because Nintendo, it is like that. And on the Wii, of course, it was a very successful console, one of the most successful consoles ever. Third parties came a little bit, but not in the beginning. As you remember, maybe like when the Wii came out, there was this zombie game, and or maybe also some Ubisoft ninja game or something.
Yeah,
I forgot like.
vaguely remember that.
Yeah.
But,
So that was like the start. Later, a little bit more third-party support came. Even a Call of Duty, one of them came on. It's a big thing that.
yeah, Call
But
of Duty.
still, it never reached the level as other consoles do. So
Yeah,
that's a little bit this. The past history repeats itself, and we're repeating ourselves right now. I feel.
yeah, I think so. But just one final thing, also
Yeah.
something Nintendo doesn't really have any influence on, is that Sony came with the PlayStation and they really jumped on. Oh, we need third-party developers, and Microsoft is also doing it, and Nintendo keeps on not doing it. So that's also like a disadvantage for themselves, and that's I think it's a mentality issue, or it's in their DNA or something. Yeah.
Because
know.
and why? Yeah, that's maybe not the past history repeats itself, but why are they not eager to get third parties? Like, yes, they care about their characters and stuff,
Of course.
but it's also nice to get maybe some nicely I don't know.
Yeah, some other games also for the consumers, right? Like diversify a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, diversify. Well,
Yeah.
I wrote it down somewhere.
Yeah, we're gonna jump on that later, but I think this is all about everything about the past. We've spoken enough about the past because the history repeats itself.
Yes, just like we do. So let's get to the next point. I feel.
Let's go.
Number 4. At number 4, we have switch to cartridges / game key cards. And then I have to press this button right here. So, because that's the switch to cartridges. Well, it already we all know what we're gonna talk about right now.
Yeah.
The third-party publishers if they want to put games on this system, they have to put their games, of course, on this 64 gigabyte game card. Yeah, they have to put their game on this game card. If they want to put their games on it, actually, if they want to put their games on it,
So small games, large games, doesn't matter.
There is a 64 gigabyte game card. On the Switch 1, there were several options. I think even 6. So 6, 12, 24, 32, whatever. Now there is a 64 gigabyte game card, which is of course a disadvantage if your game is, for example, maybe just 4 gigabytes big, but also if it's like 140 gigabytes big. I mean, a game like Cyberpunk did fit, it just fit on a Nintendo Switch 2 game keycard. But I can imagine if you're gonna be, I don't know, maybe a game like Death Stranding, which is never gonna be on the Switch 2, or maybe GTA 6. There will be games bigger than Cyberpunk 2077. Even Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, okay, we'll get into that, but it's scaled down. But it will get bigger. Technology, video files are growing. Games. It is only expanding. Like movies back, in the days.
Camera files, like everything's getting sharper. The resolution is getting better. 4K. Now you have 8K. Well, maybe it's gonna be 16K.
Yeah, 32K. But it's gonna be like that. 32K TVs, brother.
32K, hell yeah.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be like that.
But it's it's gonna be sharper, larger images. Yeah.
I thought you said shark just now.
Yeah. You want it?
Sharker images. Yeah, that's the sound of a shark. So Nintendo came up with this genius idea.
Genius, yes.
Yeah, because 64 gigabyte indeed. It might be a little bit too small sometimes. So, and what if indeed? What shall we do? Let's come up with this idea of game key cards. Game key cards. It's the same as if you would just download the game, So you do download the game, but you can only play the game while having the physical game card in your Switch 2. So it's the game card is like a key to be able to play the downloaded version. That's what it is. Because it's just a downloaded game,
Yeah, you have to unlock it. Yeah, every time.
It's like a key, indeed. Yeah, to unlock it every time. So the advantage of the game keycard is, if I bought a game and I want to sell it, I can sell the physical copy to someone, and then that person can download the game and play it with the game keycard. It's like that. Because a downloaded game, I cannot resell.
No, it's on your system. You have to sell your system. Yeah.
I just want to look.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Look,
I'm the best cat dad there is, as you can see on my T-shirt, right? I'm the best cat dad, and I have 2 cats right here in this house, and one of them went to the litter box, and I cleaned the litter box. But I know what happens after I clean the litter box. The second cat goes to the litter box, and that's what's happened right now. And I'm gonna clean it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna press pause. What? You will snap your fingers, please.
Yeah.
All right, so that will not happen again, because I know my cats, and now it will take a few hours, but it's always like that, one cat waits till I clean the litter box, then the second cat goes to the litter box, to do their poo-poo.
Yeah,
and I cannot sit here and do this podcast while, I don't know why you sit behind this nice, huge Game Boy, but all that shit smell is is blowing in my face. I cannot just concentrate on why Nintendo has bad, or the Switch 2 has bad third-party support, while smelling this litter box.
Yeah, or else you're talking shit.
Yeah, and I don't want to talk shit,
Indeed.
So where were we?
Yeah, so the game key cards.
Game key cards, yes.
Yeah, it's third-party developers.
Yeah. So the thing is, third-party developers are not being helped by Nintendo right now. It's like, okay, you can either buy this 64 gigabyte game keycard, and so that's publishers are not doing that. You can either put your game on the 64 gigabyte game card, not the game keycard, or you buy or you do the game keycard. It's very confusing. This game card, game keycard. So the games like Puyo Pop Tetris, stuff like that. Small games by third-party developers. This is from Sega, I think. They will use the game key cards, obviously, because it's just a 4 gigabyte, and they have to buy the cartridge for like $20 or something. I don't know. Some sources say 14, some say 21. Anyways, that's way too much. That's investing. Like the publisher has to buy the cartridge and then put their games on it. So, I mean, if I was a publisher, I would also not care. I would also do just game key cards. But anyways, for the consumer, it's also bad, because the consumer, they have to download, the game. You have a Switch with, I forgot how big the inner memory is of the Switch, but it's not so, I forgot.
512? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, but you know what I am sure of? I'm sure. I mean, every time I have to delete stuff.
Yeah.
So I have a surprise for you, but after we record this podcast, you and I, we will buy a game for the Switch 2, and it's time to delete some stuff again, because, yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah, that's how it is. As consumers, we, either buy the physical game. It doesn't exist though, because indeed it's a game key card. Yeah, and so we have to download. The price is high. I mean, it's a game key card. It's a game card, So the price is high. The developer also, they have to buy this game card, and everything and.
The longer
waiting times. So indeed, it comes out on a game card. So compared to games that come out on the PlayStation 5 and in the Xbox, stuff like that.
For instance, I think the Indiana Jones game.
That is true, but we will get to that later here in the next point, as you can. I wrote it down here in the next.
Yeah, but you have to wait longer for these games also.
Yeah.
And
you have to wait longer because the game came out already. I don't understand why it's written here actually, right? Longer waiting time should actually be in the next point, right?
Yeah. It should be the next point actually.
Okay. Indeed. So I think it's time to get to the next point then. Point number 3. I mean, we start talking about it. So the game key cards. I can only say one thing about the game key cards. Star Wars Outlaws, it's a new game that just now came out today or yesterday. And
so that game...
it came out on the Switch 2, because it came out at the end of 2024, of course. But it came out like today or yesterday on the Switch 2. But they actually, the people who made this Star Wars game, they said that they didn't want their game on the game card because the game card was too slow to read the game. So it has to be on the inner memory of the Switch 2 to be able to the reading speeds of the game card is too slow for Star Wars Outlaws. So in that case, even if they would put their game on the game card, it would be laggy. The frame rate, wouldn't go. The game card is slower than as if they would put the game on the Switch. So in that case, the game key card is a good thing. But it's interesting because this game card, why is it slow? Why is it not as fast as the Express micro SD card that we are forced to buy, which we didn't yet because it's €200 or $200 to buy this 1 terabyte micro SD Express card that we need. But the game card, it's not Express, It's just, you understand? Like the writing speed, you write it. So, it is weird. You understand?
Why not make it all like micro Express SD card?
Or at least the same technology, because this Star Wars game, you understand? Yeah. It's working better if it's on the system itself. And also, then I watched another video. Someone say, if you watch Mario Kart boot up from a Switch 2 versus a Mario Kart World, Mario Kart World, of course, obviously, boot up from a game key card, you would see that the game that boots up from the system is slightly, even though it's slightly, but slightly faster. You know, it boots up faster than the game keycard. So, actually, the people who play their games from game keycards or downloaded version, which is just the same. I download this generation. You know, that's what I decided. No more physical. You know, I don't like it physical anymore. But they are we are at an advantage, you know. Disadvantage because we have to, you know, buy a lot of micro SD express cards.
You have to invest a lot of money to get this whole system
but
working
some games,
properly.
Yeah. But it's just it surprised me. It blew my mind that a game like, for example, Star Wars Outlaws doesn't even work on a game card. You know, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't work properly. So it's more than just frame rates, and this is what the developer said. So, and with that, I wanted to end this point number 4, the Switch 2 cartridges / game keycards, and let's go to the next dev kits. Yeah.
So late dev kits.
We already dived deep. You were talking about Indiana Jones, your favorite movie.
Yeah, but that's also a little bit about the cartridge. But late dev kits, actually a lack of support. So actually one of the main reasons Nintendo gave out late dev kits. Yeah, it's really like they're really scared of leaks.
Oh, I'm so scared. I'm Nintendo.
Because you also saw when when they were introducing the Switch 2, they were very busy with, we don't want any leaks, no leaks. But of course there's gonna be leaks. Come on.
What? I just want to say.
Oh yeah.
Of course there's gonna be leaks. You're saying?
Yeah.
As if like, of course there's gonna be. Yeah. So so you're saying, of course there's gonna be leaks. So just leak it.
Don't be scared.
Oh,
of
don't
leaks.
be scared.
Don't be scared of leaks. Of course things are gonna get leaked, but why focus so much on things getting leaked and giving out the dev kits so late? Why not give it early so you don't have any leaks? And then if there are leaks, well, you know where the leaks are coming from. And it's
I mean,
quite the other way around. Like,
because it could still leak if they give the dev kits early. It doesn't mean that it will not leak.
No, of course, but then they know the source. They know from we gave this guy or this company, we gave the dev kits, and maybe you give like a serial number or something. I know, and then you know who leaked it actually.
Yeah, I don't know if it will be hard to find out who leaked it, eh?
Yeah, it will be hard, but it's easier if you know which people you gave it out to, which companies.
Yeah, because now also they could find out, right? Like just a few people knew about the Switch 2, and it's kind of the same. Like they can't find out who did it. You know, it would be the same.
Yeah,
the chance of a leak is of course higher if they would give the dev kits sooner. You know, earlier.
Yeah, that's
it will be higher. But anyways, it got leaked. But it doesn't mean that if they don't hand out the dev kits, that it will not leak, or if they do give out, you know, that it won't get leaked. You know, like
of course not. But
there's always a chance of things getting leaked, and I think that the more people know, the higher the chance that things might get leaked. But what could you do how could you find out who leaked a certain game or something like? How would you be able to distinguish, you know?
Yeah, maybe serial numbers or something, or
in frame of the game?
In the system, yeah. You see that sometimes also with movies, like you have like a premiere for like for the press, and then you see like press release or something inside.
Yeah, but you could easily just stick a piece of tape on the top right corner of the screen, and then you don't see the serial number, right?
Yeah.
And it will still get leaked.
Yeah, but maybe somewhere in the source material, I don't know.
Because imagine if you just film a TV with the game, you know, the game that no one should be able, no one should see.
Yeah.
How would there's no way to find out who the leaker is.
I don't know. I'm not like a...
No, but I think there's no way.
Technical.
Yeah, because you can just stick a piece of tape over the serial number and then you make a photo or, you know, short video. But Nintendo should indeed
Don't be so
don't be
scared.
so scared, because there will be
Yeah.
leaks. There is
Yeah.
always a chance of leaks, and pluses and minuses. Everything has their advantage and disadvantage,
Mhm.
and yeah, what is the good thing about being so scared? Or yeah, you're scared of leaks. Well, there is a good thing, maybe that there will be less leaks or something. Because if you're
Yeah.
not scared, there will be maybe more leaks. But now, at the end, the whole system was leaked.
Yeah, and
But the thing is,
mm,
indeed, but the bad thing is, because Nintendo decided to give out these dev kits so late, just to certain developers, they handed it out early. I feel like CD Projekt Red had it way early on. I don't
mm,
know who else actually. Maybe
mm,
Sega,
yeah,
maybe Capcom. Yeah, those.
the big ones. Yeah.
Yeah, Sega, Capcom. Yeah, but not even all the big ones, because I don't know
No.
who is making, as you mentioned before, Indiana Jones. But that's not a small publisher. That's a
No.
huge thing. Why is a game like that? So, for example, Indiana Jones. And
Yeah.
they didn't have a dev kit, and there were
No.
many third-party developers that were also like, yeah, we just now got the dev kit, like right at the launch or something, like maybe like a few days before, like
Yeah, but that's crazy
that is crazy.
because it's also a way of promoting like a game and the gaming system itself by giving out these dev kits. And if you don't do that, like, come on, just give them out. Like, oh, oh yeah, I heard something also.
I would just open the door because it's the mailman.
Yeah, sure. But for me, I find it quite strange actually. Why that? It's a good way to promote actually the gaming system itself, and it's quite crazy. Why give it out 2 days before you're gonna release it? Then you can. Why do it 2 days before? That's so short notice, actually.
Because I want to say, because you say it's a good way to promote the gaming system itself, but you mean also to say to promote the gaming system itself with third-party games, right?
Yeah, with third-party games.
Because you're not promoting the gaming system itself, amongst the third parties. I mean, it's like, but when they make those games, then it's a good way to promote. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, a good way, but also for first party also, but especially for third party, because third party developers really need this also.
Yeah, so I mean, you mean to say, as if just to understand you,
Yeah.
it's a good way to promote, you say, but to promote the system if there's also more third-party games, right, available on the system. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, I mean actually also first party, first
Yes,
and
also first. Yeah,
both.
obviously, I'm not
But-
omitting them, but I mean, because
Yeah,
it
of
seems to
course.
me, or you're saying it's a good way to promote the system to the third-party developers. Is that what you're saying? Because
For the consumers, because
Yes.
they can,
Yeah,
like
just to
the
clarify.
third party developers, press, etc. They can test it out like for weeks or months, and they can also promote like, oh, this is a really good system. Now you only have for 2 days, and you don't really get all the technical stuff out. For instance, like, oh well, it's a good game, but I only played it like for 8 hours, or I played on the system for 8 hours, and then can you really give like a good review, or can you make a good third party games for something you received so late?
yeah, so not review, because they're making the games themselves, right? But
Yeah, but
they need months to be able to make games for the Switch 2. You understand?
Yeah.
After 8 hours,
yeah, but that's not enough.
they need
Yeah.
months to downgrade this game and that it works on this system. That takes months. So that's also the reason now, for example, that games like Indiana Jones, as you mentioned, will come out for the Switch 2. As it was announced in some trailer in a Nintendo Direct, I feel, like the partner Direct maybe, or somewhere, or maybe it was not in the Nintendo Direct, it was at the PlayStation, it was somewhere.
Yeah, they announced it, but
That it will announce in 2026 for the Nintendo Switch 2. But it's this game was released in 2024, on the Xbox, and in 2025 for the PlayStation in April 2025. So more than a year later, this game comes out on the Switch 2. And the reason for that being is what we just now all said, because they didn't have the dev kit. It takes time to, And there's more games like this.
Yeah, there are lots of games, and like this game, Indiana Jones, for example. If they had the dev kit like for months, it could even be like a launch game or something. More easily,
and not just Indiana Jones. Also, what I mentioned before, Star Wars Outlaws. It came out just now at the moment of filming. It's the 6th of September 2025, and I feel like this game came out yesterday, the 5th of September. But this game, it comes from it's an August 2024 game, so it could have been a launch game as well.
Easy, yeah.
But because they got their dev kits, this late, so they need some months, to make sure that this game works on the Switch too. And so it is working. Finally, after 5 months, and we get this game on the Switch too. Digitally, yeah. So yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
But anyways, so imagine, we have multiple consoles, and we talked about this in one of our earlier podcasts. And thank you for watching. This is episode 20. We're happy. Give me a high five, brother.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, that sucked.
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah,
nice, man.
That's how you do it.
You don't play Steam Sport, man.
But this left. It's my left hand.
Oh, it's your left one. What's that? It's
your right hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Come on, cut me a slack, brother.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're not he's not a lefty.
I'm not a lefty.
No, but so these.
You're talking politics right now?
So.
Oh no.
These dev kits.
Oh no, I thought you were about lefty. Like.
No, left-handed.
Oh yeah.
That's what I call them in sports, right? Yeah.
In what?
In sports.
I never play sports.
Yeah, that's why you.
Only maybe Mario Strikers.
Oh, you play that?
No,
I can kick your ass with that also.
Never played it actually.
No?
But I did play
Sega
Sega Soccer Slam, which is a third-party game.
Yeah, but so in our previous podcast we were talking about
like months ago, eh?
So we were also talking about third-party games, and we're actually saying like, well, because of this reason, late dev kits, these games come out later. Why not just buy them on other console, like on the PlayStation, Xbox? Because it's already there, right?
It's already there, and it's cheaper. So if you have a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox or a gaming PC in your possession, just imagine what will you do? And just if you're Nintendo, think about this also. But okay, what will the gamer do? Will they spend €20 more in this game, and then you have this game on your game key card, or not even on your game. So you have this game on your game card or your game key card, and for €20 more, you have a lesser, lesser quality version. The frame rate is less.
Graphics.
Everything is, it works less. Everything is less. And you pay more, and you have to wait longer also, like a year, 1.5 years longer. Or you just, go buy it for your PlayStation 5, for example, your Xbox. €20 cheaper.
Yeah, why not?
So the only reason why not would be, indeed, if you want to take it on the go, if you're a handheld gamer.
Yeah.
That's the only reason, and that's the excuse that lots of these Nintendo YouTubers use also. It's working on my Switch too. Oh, I got one right here.
Yeah, it should work, right?
Yeah, this game is working on my Switch too. And I can take Cyberpunk 2077 everywhere, anywhere and everywhere. And it's working on my Switch too, and it rocks. And okay, I give you this. It's amazing to play Cyberpunk 2077 on the Switch 2, and I did play it on the Switch 2 for 100 hours. But if I would have a PlayStation 5 in this house, I would have played it on my PlayStation 5. I know that. Yeah, so I did play it on the Switch 2, and it's very nice. But to use the Switch every time as an excuse, like it's nice to play this game on the Switch too because I can take it on the go. If that's the only excuse. But for me personally, I play my games on the couch, and I never play anything in handheld mode. So for me,
Yeah, but I think it's also like a crazy, like a strange statement. Like, oh, it's working on the Switch too. Like that sentence alone, it's working on the Switch too. It's quite weird. No, I'm playing it on the Switch too. That you're already saying it's working. Well, maybe it shouldn't work.
Yes, indeed.
The idea is a little bit strange, like that
Yes.
thought process.
Yeah.
Because you're already thinking, oh, it's not going to work.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're making a bridge.
Yeah.
You're making a bridge because that is because of the stigma. You know?
That's of the stigma.
And that is the
It
second
runs
point.
deep, yeah.
It runs deep. And so, yeah, you're right. We have to go to the next point. The stigma of Nintendo. The number 2 reason why third-party games... why Nintendo has such bad third-party support. Yeah, let's go. That's which one should I press?
Number 4.
Number 4. So I think I should press... I'm not really sure right now. Maybe
Number 4.
this button here.
This
I think you still hear us laugh. Actually,
I think so. Not much of a stigma. We're laughing.
Yeah. So let's put this bad boy right here. I think.
Yeah. So the current stigma of Nintendo. Yeah.
So,
well, we were talking about the previous stigma because it's probably not gonna work. Well, it's working on my Nintendo Switch too.
but it is like that.
But it's strange.
It works.
Yeah,
it does work. Indeed,
It should work.
yeah, and you're already in this mindset like, it's probably not going to work. But no, it works. This game works, Cyberpunk 2077 works on the Switch too, and it does work. But actually, in the last point, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But now I will say, because Cyberpunk, it does work, but there's much less, less density. There's almost no people. So, but anyways, we'll get to that. Compared to the other versions. So the current stigma.
Yeah. So the current. Yeah. So
of Nintendo. So the Nintendo system. For us, for everyone playing Nintendo. Even if you agree with this or not, if you like this opinion or not, if you love Nintendo, if you hate Nintendo, it is like this. Everyone knows a Nintendo system is always weaker than the other systems.
Yeah.
And it hurts to say this because I love Nintendo. I have been playing, and you too, we have been playing on every Nintendo console, except of course the Wii U. We skipped that. We didn't want to hear anything about this fucker.
Really weak.
Really weak. But we... now I lost my... where was I? Yeah. It's always been...
It's always like that, actually. Yeah, we always played, and but the image, like, it's seen as childish, right? That's the image people have of Nintendo, childish.
Weaker, I said.
The game system is weaker, but still, I like playing with the Nintendo systems. They have nice games.
Yes. But why the current stigma? The systems are always weaker than the other consoles. Yes, they have nice games. You like playing with it, but still, that it's weaker than a PlayStation console or an Xbox console, right? Like already, we know this.
Yeah.
For like 20 years, we feel like we know. Like okay, this Mario game is nice, but we know that on the other consoles there are other games that look way more realistic.
Yeah, so Nintendo's always one step behind.
That's the stigma they have, eh?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and still have, so we didn't Switch too.
Childish, you just now said? You think that Nintendo is childish?
Well, that's like that's what people say. Well,
you said it just now,
other type
Remco.
of gamers will say with the PlayStation, Xbox, say, it's childish. That's the image they have, well, they currently have, still.
Yes. And it's kind of the same as Disney in the 90s, It's that image that Disney in the 90s had.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Yeah.
Back in the day?
Yeah.
What kind of Disney things did you watch back in the 90s?
Lion King, what's it, Cinderella, Belle and the Beast, Jungle Book.
Very good.
Let's see.
Give me one more.
Mickey Mouse.
That's
Fantasia or something.
Well, that was no. Fantasia was right after World War II. That was one of the first. I'm sorry, but Fantasia 2000 maybe.
2000, yeah.
Yeah, it came out before 2000. So, but good, you were doing good until Mickey Mouse.
I know. Yeah. I'm
Oh,
not.
you did know. You did a good job, but you forgot Aladdin. Aladdin.
Oh,
You know, Come
that
on.
guy.
One of the best. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shabby fella.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
But I mean, okay, Disney in the 90s. I want
Yeah.
customer.
Yeah. Let's go. This is
Disney in the
90s.
90s is totally different, and then suddenly in 2003, Pirates of the Caribbean came out, and it was like, hey, that's a little bit different. I felt like, oh, this is a little bit more mature. You know, it's still Disney, of course. You know, yo ho, Pirates right for me, but it started, you know, to grow into something else, Disney, and more movies with real actors and stuff. You know, and okay, they did that before, but you know, it started to grow more into a mature thing. And nowadays, of course, you know, eventually they bought Marvel and they bought the whole Star Wars franchise, and I don't know, National Geographic. They keep buying stuff, and it's just this whole thing. You know, it's not anymore a childish stigma. And Disney can now also be just for adults. You know, and I don't mean those freaky adults that have a Disneyland pass, that they can go unlimited, you know, to Disney, you know, stuff like that. They go every week. Their whole house is full with Disney stuff. They're dressed up as Mickey Mouse, you know, clothes and stuff. You know those people?
Yeah, I know those. Yeah.
They can be nice,
They can be, but
but
I don't know.
you know, anyone can be nice. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
The neighbor can be nice.
the neighbor can be. I'm sure
Yeah.
Kim Jong Un probably also has a nice side. You know. You know, but we don't know him.
We know.
We don't know him because he's locked, you know, locked away. Well, yeah, yeah,
Not
okay.
really.
Well, surprise! Come on over.
Surprise guest.
He's right here.
Good
Oh,
po- yeah.
That would be a good surprise,
Yeah,
eh?
that would be a good surprise. Yeah.
Like, yeah, you just wait and you just subscribe, because a surprise like that might be coming very soon, right here in a Nintendo podcast.
We'll need like a few more subscribes, and we can do that.
Yeah,
actually,
yeah, like 42 or something. You know, we have 34 right now, so yeah.
Can I address what was
Kim
the
Jong-
previous?
oh.
No, not him. No. But I want to go in a little bit more on the childish part of, you know, like Disney, but also
Yeah.
Nintendo, because well, it's also a branding thing. You know, like you have a character Mario, and Mario is
Yeah.
always associated with Nintendo, and Mario is kind of childish, like Luigi, and so you have all these Nintendo characters who are childish, then or seem childish, but they are associated with Nintendo. But that's part of their branding also. So Nintendo is Mario, and Mario is Nintendo, and that's the brand they have for years actually, and that makes it a lot more difficult to like step down. Like you were saying, like with Disney, they're changing it, but with Nintendo,
Yeah, changed. Yeah.
changed it runs a lot deeper.
That's
I
what she
think-
said,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well,
it's-
Nintendo would never make that joke, though.
No, of course not.
Because of the stigma.
Of the
They would
stigma,
never
no.
make it that what she said joke.
But they're really like trying to like do something else. They want to really get out of that stigma.
Are they?
They want more third party developers, but I don't
I'm
know
not sure.
how,
I'm not sure if they want more, because they're so working against the third-party developers, right? Like, I'm not sure. Do you think that they
Yeah.
want it really? Because we're making this video for a reason, of course. Eh?
Yeah. And they want it, but they want it their way. Yeah.
Yeah, they want. Yeah,
Their way. where
they want it their way. Tell me why Nintendo does it like this? Tell me why.
I fucking want to do Frank Sinatra, and I did it my way.
Oh yeah, well, I went for the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah,
That's the
no.
difference between you and me, Remco.
So yeah, but that's
Actually, you know, the Backstreet Boys, you know, they have two good songs, actually. And sometimes I feel like, you know, I put them on. I'll be honest to you. Yeah. And one of their first songs is like, I'm back, or no, we're back or something, you know, like,
back.
that was again.
I'm not. I don't know anymore.
We're back, something like, you know, and that is strange.
We're
'cause-
back, baby.
Yeah, but they back from where? Like,
Back
it's
on
a
track.
it's a new band.
Yeah, but they're the Backstreet Boys. They're always back. They got your back. I don't know.
Yeah, but are they like Nintendo? The Backstreet Boys, are they backstabbers? You know, like they did with Sony?
I don't know.
Hey, clever boy, Brett, because of the
Clever boy.
metric system.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a little bit ignorant. I don't know. But that's actually the next point. Like,
Yeah, yeah, very good. Well, that bridge was okay.
yeah.
I think it's a bit conservative the way you're talking right now.
Yeah. But
Oh wait.
yeah. Oh, wait.
Yeah, no, so
Yeah.
ignorant indeed. Nintendo is ignorant because they, yeah. You're saying that Nintendo wants these third-party developers, they want it, but I indeed also think that they are ignorant. You know,
Yeah, but they want it their way, but they're
Yeah.
not thinking about like, let's just do it our way, and we're the best, we're number one, and of course we're gonna do it like we want to do it. But they're like kind of oblivious, like there are large third-party developers, and they also want to sell their games. They also want to sell them for Nintendo, but
yeah. EA, for example.
EA, what? Yeah, why make it so difficult? Why you're also being conservative, right? Why are you keeping all these old ways? Like we're Nintendo, we're gonna do it this way, like we always do it.
Yeah, and so also
Yeah.
with these game key cards, it's a new, it's another
Another restriction.
another restriction. Yeah. I wanted to say like drempel in Dutch, but yeah, another like
threshold.
restriction. Yeah.
Another threshold they have to go through.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice one.
Another hoop they have to jump through.
Yeah, very good. Very another. You have
Another
more,
one?
more metaphors. Yeah, very
No.
good. I like this.
And another chain on their ankle.
Another chain on their ankle. That's very good. That's very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
More.
Another chip on their shoulder.
Another chip on their shoulder. Hey.
Yeah.
No, but it is
Yeah,
like
but-
that. Yeah.
but it's like that. But yeah, all jokes aside, but that's how it is. That's the current stigma. That's yeah.
And I don't think it's gonna change soon. Even
No.
like, and even in the era of the Wii, the Wii was super successful, right? Like, it one of the best consoles. The Switch as well, by the way.
Very
Switch
cool.
One.
Yeah.
But
But
still, the stigma is there. The stigma is there. Because if you try to talk to, for example, other people who don't play Nintendo games, you know,
Yeah.
because the Switch is very good, because of the Nintendo games.
yeah.
And yes, there's a lot of third-party support. I know. Okay, don't get me wrong here, but
I don't.
there the stigma. Yeah, but I'm talking about people, for example, like my Turkish buddy Selahattin
yeah,
Kilic.
yeah. He's gonna be angry right now.
Yeah. But for example, you know, like just other people who are not so much into Nintendo, they still have this thought about Nintendo. Like, yeah, Nintendo is just for kids. You know, you don't play your newest FIFAs or I don't know Resident Evils, and maybe there is a Resident Evil on there, and that's actually the next point. But it will be a Resident Evil from 3 years ago. You know, but we'll get to that in a moment. So they still, and even if the console, you know, like the Switch One or the Wii, it's super successful, the third-party support was not there at the level that the other consoles have it. And okay, the Switch, what it does have, the Switch One also, is of course the indies. And yeah, for the indie developers and smaller games, I mean, it's insane. Thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of, you know, I don't know how many games, but
Smart
so
move,
many games.
yeah.
You know, the indies, you know, they could go wild on this console, and they do, and that's good. Because I'm not sure how it is with those indie. The indie titles are not really on the PS5 and Xbox, right? There's not a platform. I mean, we don't have those consoles now. The latest
Yeah.
he had his PS3 and I had the PS4. So
I know they release them. I don't know if they do it like Nintendo does. Like so.
Yeah, the
so
indies.
Many, the indies. Yeah.
yeah, but I know like games like Cuphead are there, but you have so many indie games on the Switch, right? And I don't think that there's a system like that on the other consoles. But I know on the PC, of course, on Steam, at PC, they're playable. So that's a good thing. But I mean, the big third-party developers, you know, the games that sometimes you feel like I want to play a game, you know, like GTA 6, for example, you know? Yeah, but or other games, Red Dead Redemption 2, but that's of course an exclusive, or is it actually? No, it's not. Red Dead Redemption 2, that's a good example, because it's for the Xbox and the PS5, you know? And it never came out on the Switch or Switch 2. Eventually, Red Dead Redemption 1 came out on the Switch, you know, like years later. And I feel like this is maybe... oh, yeah, not yet. So, and then, okay, what else? So Nintendo, because the current stigma. So what does Nintendo do? Instead of, they could try to fix this themselves. They could, instead of getting in the third-party developers, why not change the stigma yourself with new IPs? And so they do make some new IPs, but they still stay within this corner, like the kiddo corner.
Yeah.
And the new IPs recently are, of course, Splatoon and ARMS. ARMS is this game, that came out in Smash Bros. You have those characters like as a assist trophy or something, right? Like with the arms. Yeah.
Yeah.
We never played that game.
No.
But it was a launch game. It's kind of like Drag and Drive, but then better, on the Switch 1 launch game. But it's those are new IPs, Splatoon also. But yeah, why not make something a little bit more, for the other audience,
Yeah.
Like, for example, Advance Wars back in the day on the Game Boy Advance. Was more like an adult vibey game. And so they did revamp this game, remaster it and everything, and put it out on the Switch. But then it was in a different cartoony anime style. Okay, I understand. You see what I'm trying? I'm trying to say, like a little bit more the adult game. So on the Game Advance, it was kind of adult because of the graphics couldn't do any better. But then they brought it to the Switch, and it's still okay.
That's still a little bit the same, but also what you're saying with Splatoon, like the character, when they're shooting like paint or ink, and they're not shooting bullets. So it's not like Call of Duty.
It's not like Call of Duty, and that's okay.
That's okay, but
also, why not make a game like Call of Duty then maybe, or something, a little bit more.
I know. Yeah.
And you don't have to.
Or paintball Call of Duty, something like that.
Yeah. But you don't have to. It can also be with bullets. It can be just, because it doesn't have to be with Mario characters. You understand? I understand they don't want to give Mario a gun. I understand.
No.
Like when Ubisoft makes this game with Mario and rabbits, and Mario has a gun, then of course it's some kind of weird laser gun and beam, and that's okay. But then just a new IP, just something entirely different. Why not make it a little bit more for adults? And they tried something like this, I feel, at the launch of the Wii. And did we talk about this already in this video before? But this strange red ninja game or something
No, we haven't talked about that.
Yeah, we did. I feel like at the beginning of this video, like there was some game and we don't know the title. Because you just said also, you also don't know.
That no.
Like there was a launch game on the Wii.
Yeah.
It was kind of something with zombies also, and then some kind of game. We never.
No. Like the whip, like. Well.
Yeah, but it's not side-scrolling. It was 3D on the Wii, a launch game. We never bought it, but it was more adult. But it didn't work out for Nintendo. Okay, and maybe maybe they tried it a little bit. They dipped their toe into this adult field.
Like, ooh, cold.
Yeah, but it didn't work out with that game. And then they stopped entirely again. Give it a few more. Yeah, or I don't know. Make a realistic tennis game. I'm just spitballing right here. Like, do something for adults more. I don't know.
I got a spitball song to you also. The Nintendo Switch Online. What's this? Nintendo Switch.
They don't hear it.
He
probably.
Wants to censor me like
motorcycle.
With the Nintendo Switch Online, you can play the Nintendo 60 with NSO Online. You can play the Nintendo 64 games. But I showed you it's like divided into two categories, like the normal Nintendo 64 games, and you have mature content. And it said like mature.
Yeah.
And like, huh? So they have games like Turok, like several Turok games, and some other crazy game. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah. Suck. Oh, no.
No.
Yeah, well, it's mature, right?
It's mature, like Mortal Kombat stuff, like.
Yeah.
And. Well, they may be trying a little bit with that also.
Okay.
I don't know, but it's not enough. It's not. Yeah.
The world is not enough.
It's not enough.
No. Okay, so they're trying it there, but you know what's strange? Why would you even make that section?
Yeah. That's what my point. Why do you make that? Why does just throw with the other games? Like.
Because of the stigma.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
Course, yeah.
They don't do that because. Maybe people will complain. Maybe, hey, my child is seeing all these real bullets and blah, 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 blah. It's okay. But, I've never seen this mature N64 app still. I was looking for it. I can't find it. So, it's funny how hidden it is, actually. And it's not like... you can divide it, but then promote it also a bit more. I've never seen any promotion for this mature content.
No, me either.
No.
But it's strange. Like, actually, one of the main points was actually why not diversify? Why not just do more mature games? Just mix it up a little bit. Do some other stuff.
Yeah, well, that's the question we've been asking, and yesterday you answered it very nicely.
Yeah, I was saying it's like a vicious circle because they're focusing on branding, Nintendo, branding. So you have Mario. Mario is their brand. Mario is Nintendo, and Nintendo is Mario. And you also have that with different characters. Link. It's all it's all linked to Nintendo. All their characters are linked to Nintendo. You cannot take away Mario and put it on the PlayStation because people associate it also with Mario.
Yeah, but just about the vicious circle.
It's a vicious circle because you're still doing it. Because you know it works, but if you take it away, you have to keep doing it because you're so focusing on the brand. Because if you don't do it, it's gonna go bad with Nintendo.
Yeah, because that's
they have to keep
the vicious circle. I found it so nice what you said, the vicious circle. So because I've also thought you meant it's a vicious circle. They have to keep doing it like this.
Yeah.
Keep the mature content a bit separate. Keep going. Because it works. It works.
If it works.
And they're afraid if they don't, if they deviate a little bit, that it will not work. But because they stay in it, they will. Yeah.
They're spiraling away from all the third-party developers, which are giving like more mature content, and they keep on focusing on Nintendo. But all these more childish games, more conservative, but they keep doing it, and I don't know. It's just a vicious circle, and it's really hard to get off this brand because it's such a huge brand, and they're even like doing it even more, like promoting this Mario movie, Donkey Kong.
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand. I just want
they keep doing it.
Yeah, that's okay. They can.
It is okay, but
it is okay. I'm just saying, why not diversify, right? That's what we're saying. Why not? It's okay. They can still do all these things. They can promote Donkey Kong.
Yeah, of course they can do it.
But why not diversify? Why not just also, put some aggressive James Bond shooter on your Switch or something? Why not?
Let's break the circle,
But why not? Can you answer me that question? Why don't they do that?
I will ask for a cover. Why not?
No, I mean,
but it's still because of the brand, and the brand is Nintendo. People still associate it, and they want to. They don't want to. No, they want to do like the same. The expectation of the people is to have Mario, have Link, have Donkey Kong, and people expect that also.
Yeah,
and
but why not diversify? Because I'm just asking why not now? Because
I don't know.
People want this, but okay, you give me this answer. But what's the conclusion then of this? Is it because you're saying this? So people. So what's the reason why not? Is it because you think
it's a
that
vicious
people?
Circle.
Yeah, but I understand. I just ask you why not? And you're saying the people. The people. So is the reason because you think that Nintendo is scared that the people? And who are the people? Are we the people? Or that the people will get angry at Nintendo? Like, why are you putting those games on our system? On our Nintendo platform? Is that the why not?
Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's also fear of the competition. Because if they start doing it, I can also buy a PlayStation or an Xbox.
They can because they have their exclusives still.
Yeah, they have, but...
And maybe their exclusives... which are much more mature IPs as well. But I mean, they can, but they still have their exclusives, right? So that's not a good argument.
Yeah, but I don't know why. I have to ask for a count.
No.
I don't know why they...
No, it's just, that's why we're talking about this,
I don't
Why not diversify? I don't understand, really.
Yeah, but I think that their main focus is the Nintendo brand and their old IPs. They're just focusing too much on their old IPs and they're not focusing on new IPs, like more mature IPs. And if you don't do that,
But why indeed not? You know, we established that this is happening, but it's just very interesting. Why are they not diversifying? You understand? Like, because what you're saying, Disney, for example, had what we talked about a few minutes ago. Disney had the same stigma, and eventually they diversified. You know, and it didn't take 40 years. You know, like so Disney in the 90s, they really had this stigma, and then 10 years later, you know, they moved away from it. You know, like in 2005, it was already a totally different Disney than in 1995. But Nintendo, now for like 20 years or something, you know, it's really in this corner. Like since the Nintendo 64, you know, like PlayStation 1, Nintendo, since that time. Because before, you had really, you know, gore games, and you know, okay, maybe on the Nintendo 64 still they were there a little bit, but that was the start of when everything started, you know, because you had your Killer Instinct Gold, for example, on the Nintendo 64. You understand?
Yeah.
But it was the beginning of the end, and I mean, not saying that this is the end. Well, but it's strange. Why not diversify? And I understand they want to focus and this and that, but that's not a reason not to diversify, you know?
Never change your winning plan, If it works, it works.
But it's not winning. That's
they're
the whole
still
thing.
making money, right?
They're still making money.
They could make more, indeed. They could expand, but
but they could make... They're still winning.
I think it's
okay, you're talking about the Switch 1, because the Switch 1 was kind of winning. But you know, there's one console that won a little bit more than the Switch 1. PlayStation 2! But it doesn't matter, no. Switch 1 is doing good, and you're saying why... so actually...
I think it's fear, also.
Fear of the dark?
No, fear of losing people, losing money. And if it works, it works.
Yeah.
It's also with Pokemon, they're not changing it up a lot, because it works.
Please, for the 10th generation, I want them to change.
People are still paying money for it. Yeah.
You better not buy that game next month.
I am. It's Pokemon. Like,
And it will never change. Game Freak, they will not upgrade their graphics in 2026. You know, for the 10th generation. But okay, that's a different podcast.
Yeah, it's a different one.
Okay, so I still have hope. You know, but on the other hand, I will buy PlayStation 5 next year for GTA 6 because that's a game that's not going to come out on the Switch 2. And there's other games that I want to play that won't be coming out on the Switch 2. Mainly because of, all of the things we discussed in the past hour. But the main reason why those things are not coming out on the Switch 2 is our last point. The last and the main point, of this whole video. Why the Switch 2 has bad third-party support. Let's go to the last point. And that is because it's a hybrid console. It's a hybrid console, the Switch 2, and that's the main reason why the Nintendo Switch 2 has bad third-party support. And you might be surprised, and you might have scrolled through this whole video just to get to this point. And if you did so, you better press that like button. Because if and then leave a comment down below, at least. Because you didn't want to watch us talk for 1 hour, and you just scrolled right ahead to the number 1 point. I know you. So, no, I know who you are. Jonathan. Kira. Willem. Okay. No, just some random names, one of them might be watching.
Yeah, indeed.
For sure, Jonathan. You better leave a comment down below. Anyways.
Lack of technology, yeah.
Well, you're reading our notes. Yes, lack of technology. Well, give it.
So, lack of technology, because it's a hybrid, well, you have the handheld mode, and you have the dock mode.
Yeah,
and the
mode. Yeah, okay.
Well, the docked and the handheld versions, typically, well, they're different graphically.
Okay.
Yeah,
but it's just the same. Yeah. Not really. Yeah.
Well,
different modes.
Okay. It's the
different
same
way of playing. Yeah.
Different way.
Yeah.
That's also one of the things. And well, we're talking about the lack of technology. It's always one step up behind, like Sony and Microsoft. We were talking about it also, graphic-wise, frames. Even the games have to like, I don't know.
Yes, but okay, it's a lack of technology because it's a hybrid console. That's what
Yeah.
we're talking now. This is a hybrid console, and
Yeah.
because it's a hybrid console, there's a lack of technology. You understand? Because
Because you have to do like two things in one instead of making one console.
yeah,
That's it.
because all the technology has to go right here in this little tiny system. That's why. You understand? If Nintendo went ahead,
Bring out the big guns.
if Nintendo went ahead and would have created a home console right now, and this would be the Switch, and you would be unable to switch it, but this would be the Switch too. You know, it would be a huge system, and no need to think about, okay, how do you put this in your pocket and you have to carry it? No, you could use way more technology. You know, even, you know, you don't have to fit everything in, so things can be bigger. You can, you know, make it cheaper even, you know, to build.
Yes. So
Then there wouldn't be any lack of technology. You know, that's this thing. You know, but because it's a hybrid console, the main thing is, yeah, it has to fit into this very thin
it's thin and
form factor. You know.
yeah, and it has to fit in the design they want. So yeah, you
Yeah,
have
but
to like
it has to
compress
fit-
it all the way.
yeah. The design they want. Well, just it has to fit in your hand, and you have to be able to, you know.
Yeah, that's the design they want, so that
Yeah.
it can fit in your
Yeah,
hand.
but even if the design was a triangle, you know, the design doesn't matter. It is just, you know, it has to. It has
Yeah.
to be small, you know, like it has to be otherwise it's not handheld anymore.
yeah, but that's my main point. They have to design it that way because you have to have it in your hand to play with it. It's not a console, and that's also restricting. Well,
That is that
power.
is restricting. Not
Sure.
also, it is. That is the main thing, you know. It is that is the whole thing because it's a hybrid console. And me, you know, let's talk about me
Yeah.
here for a sec. But I've been playing on my Nintendo Switch since launch day, and I never play handheld or tabletop mode. You know, only once did I do so, and that was when I went to Paris and I took my Switch, and Mario Odyssey came out, and I bought it in Paris, and that's when I played it. You know, but then when I got back home, I just docked my Switch and I play it docked on the Pro controller. That's what I want. That's how I play my games. And I'm honestly disappointed a little bit, and not so much a little bit, but very much. I just wish, you know, I want just a home console, you know. Yeah. Because this machine is able to switch, you know, and it's very nice. But because of that, I'm having a inferior console, as if it, you know, would have been. If the console would not have been able to switch, you know, it would have been a more powerful console. Just imagine if the Switch and the dock were one system, you know, as big as the Wii, kind of, it would be, you know, the Switch in a dock. Then the system already would be way more powerful than now.
Yeah.
I don't care about the screen or, you know, the Joy-Cons also, you know. I play with a controller, you know. I just sit and play relaxed with a controller in my hand, watching my TV, you know. Yeah. And I dock the Switch, and it's there, endlessly docked. You know, this is his Switch. You know, the only time when I switch my Switch is to switch it from this dock to that dock over there. You know, to switch it from my TV to my computer. You know, because we make this YouTube the video. So that's the only handy thing, you know, about the Switch, that I can switch it from the TV dock to the computer dock. You know, because if it was a home console, I had to plug out the cables. You know, so. Only then, only in that, but you know,
Only those
but
few.
I'm really disappointed. You know, it's so. Anyways, next bullet point right here. So since the Switch One games, oh yeah, since the Switch One games,
Yeah, the technical lack. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can. That was actually the start because that was the moment they combined it, like the console and the handheld in one system.
yeah, actually, but it's a bit strange because there was already technical lag also before. Way, you know, Nintendo has always had this mindset. You know, like they are not like doing the latest technology. So the technical lag was already there in the Wii U, in the Wii. GameCube was pretty good. GameCube was
Yeah.
very good graphic wise,
Yeah,
but they had that stigma. Point number
True.
2, they had that stigma.
Yeah,
but the graphics were very good on the GameCube, you know?
Yeah, they were like on the same level almost.
Yeah, no, and
so
even a little bit higher.
A little bit higher, but
Yeah, but they had the stigma. That's the whole thing. They had the stigma.
Yeah,
And that happened since the N64. No, really.
yeah.
I mean, if you already, just look at the cube, you know, this purple cube, you know, very nice, by the way.
Yeah,
But it's not cool enough, you know. No, people would rather buy this
This big
this
bad
fridge,
boy over here.
this big black bad boy. Oh, so
Yeah, so
and
Switch.
so
phone
nowadays,
Yeah.
it's a hybrid console. So for the third-party developers, it's very difficult to downscale their games. You know, the games that they make these games, and in their mind they make them for the PlayStation 5. They make them for the Xbox Series S or X or your game PC. And then, let's also bring them out on the Switch. They have to downscale them, make versions, special versions for them, like we talked about with Indiana Jones earlier. But now, for example, the Switch 2 came out. What did we have as launch titles? We had Yakuza and Hitman, which are older games that already came out way before. They came out on the Switch too. Okay, sure. Cyberpunk 2077 came out, which is a great game. I played it for 100 hours. It's amazing. You're gonna play this game soon, and I hope you're hyped.
I am.
Yes. So it did come out, but as I said earlier in this video, it's much less dense. You know, the city. You know, there's much less people walking on the streets as you would compare to the PS5 or other versions of Cyberpunk 2077. And when I play Cyberpunk 2077 here on my 65-inch TV, it looks beautiful, perfect. You know, it's amazing. But 5 times in those 100 hours, my Switch had a black screen. The black screen saying, we don't know what happened. Your Switch is going to restart. Something like that. You know, I made a screenshot of it. Like, it was very okay, what's happening? Well, Switch didn't even know. Nintendo doesn't know. So that happened 5 times. So let's say every 20 hours. You know, that's okay. I can accept that. But when going through the expansion pack, Dogtown, then you notice, okay, the Switch has a hard time, a really hard time. Dogtown in the middle, that's a very intense,
Too much density.
No, not too much. I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening, you know, but the density, I mean, then I'm talking about the people walking around, eh? So
Yeah, there's too many things going on at the same time.
Yeah.
Too much to process for the Nintendo Switch
In
2.
Dogtown, yes, in Dogtown for sure. Well, almost too much. Yeah, the frame rate is really, staggering, and But okay, they did a great job, CD Projekt Red, so I give them that. Star Wars Outlaws came out yesterday. Apparently, that game runs pretty good, I heard. We're going to find out later, and if you want to see us play Star Wars Outlaws, you better subscribe to this YouTube channel, because Remco doesn't know it yet, but we're going to buy that game.
What?
Yeah. €60, motherfucker.
Ooh.
I'm not kidding.
Wow.
Yeah. So Star Wars Outlaws came out, and apparently it runs pretty good, but only the downloaded version, of course. I mean, there is only a downloadable version. So game key card, or you download it. It's not on the game card because the game card is too slow. We talked about that a few minutes ago. So it's a little bit, those third-party developers, they're like, okay, yes, we're going to bring our games to a Nintendo system. What game did we bring out 2 years ago that we can bring, to the Nintendo system? Oh, yeah, we got a Call of Duty from 2014. Let's, bring that out there. Or, oh, yeah, so Indiana Jones is going to come, like we said earlier. Huh? Stuff like that. Older games, because it's a hybrid console. I understand. It's nice, a hybrid console, and maybe in the future this is the future, but now it's still, because in the future, of course, the technology and things will get better, and eventually we will not notice the difference anymore, as humans. But now it's still, you understand what I mean? The technology is growing, and eventually it doesn't matter if you have 300 frames per second or 600 frames per second, like it's gonna be, it's gonna be all the same,
No,
but now we notice.
Yeah.
Now we know. I notice a big difference when I see gameplay footage of Cyberpunk on my TV, or even The Witcher, The Witcher 3.
Oh yeah.
And when I see gameplay footage of The Witcher 3, a game that's more than 10 years old, and I see that on my Switch too, when I played it, I played your game like 20 hours or something.
Yeah.
But when I see gameplay footage of how the game can look like, or how the game does look like on a PlayStation 5 or a PC, I think like, what the hell am I playing? What the hell did I play for the last 2 hours? This shit. That's even worse than the litter box just now. No, but really, I stopped playing. You know, I played it for 20. I like The Witcher 3, but I'd rather replay it on my PS5 or something. You know. By the way, did you see the Witcher 4 promo theatrical trailer thing? Did you see it?
It looked cool.
Okay, yeah.
It looked very nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So that is kind of the whole thing. So yeah, it's a hybrid console. What's your opinion actually? Because I feel like I'm here on the talking seat, complaining about that it's a hybrid console and everything, and that's really my very strong opinion. I understand, and you don't have to agree with me.
No,
but what do you think actually about
a hybrid console?
About that Nintendo chose to make a hybrid console instead of, their Game Boy, Nintendo DS line, console line, and now let's make a hybrid console, all in one. But what's your opinion? Because
for me, I felt like, well, it's not really necessary because I always also bought the handhelds. I really liked it like separately, and for me, well, it's the same. Well, I don't play it actually that much in handheld mode. I do it sometimes. But when I was younger, I always, when I went on vacation, I just brought my Nintendo 64 or my GameCube. I just brought it with me. And I installed it on the TV and just went on playing it. It's not that I was like in the air playing when I went to Spain or something. I had to play the handheld mode. Well, I had my own separate handheld with different games. So for me, it wasn't really like a improvement to like play it on the new Switch One as a handheld, because I actually, when they started doing this, I played less handheld mode actually. Just played it on, just put it on the TV console mode. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But because they're doing it, well, what you're saying, the lack of technology, it is noticeable. I see it indeed, and it's too bad that they're still behind. Well, maybe even more behind the competition now.
Yeah, than before. Before
actually.
The gap was maybe smaller.
Yeah.
But now because it's a hybrid console, there's a bigger gap. Yeah.
Maybe they did that like to like make the gap smaller, but they actually made it wider actually.
Or maybe they did it on purpose to make the gap wider. Like, we are Nintendo, we are different. We're really different.
Yeah.
And we don't care about graphics or frame rates or ray tracing. We have our own thing with Mario and Link and Samus Aran.
Yeah, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this hybrid console. If you're gonna like it or not, we're gonna do it this way.
And that is again the same, conservative Nintendo from the 80s.
Yes,
they're still the same,
Yeah, the history repeats itself.
History is repeating itself, and it's really funny because they changed their boss. Over time it was Yamauchi or something, and then someone else maybe, or Yamauchi. And then came Satoru Iwata, right?
Yeah.
Satoru Iwata, right? Was the president? The president's name, the previous one. Yeah. And now is Furukawa, Sir Talk-A-Lot, we call him.
Talk-A-Lot, yeah.
But still, so presidents change and this and that. But this old mindset stays. But actually, maybe I know who might be responsible for this whole podcast, this whole lack of third-party support. Maybe there's one person who's actually the main reason why this is happening. No, you
have a surprise guest?
No. If he would be here, this surprise guest, but you can say the name now of this person I'm thinking of. You know what I'm talking about. There's one person who has been there in all these eras, the success of Nintendo till now, which is still a successful time, not a downfall. But
one of the
just say his name.
Shigeru Miyamoto?
Shigeru Miyamoto is maybe the one. Maybe he is the one who is...
He's the binding factor.
But maybe he is the conservative one. He's the one like, we need to do it like this, like that, I think they do really listen to him. And he's the creator of Mario and Zelda also. And I don't want those aggressive games on the same platform as my Mario. My Mario, what is coincidentally the app that just came out.
It's my Mario.
Whose Mario is it? It's Shigeru Miyamoto's Mario. My Mario.
Yeah.
Maybe he is actually...
He's one of the big shots, so he can make those calls. And we think
he's so nice and riding around in his Hummer. In 2004, he had a Hummer, I know. And and he's on stage with his sword, and he's of course he's perfect, and I love him. Now really, I have his biography right here, everything, He's one of the people like Shigeru Miyamoto, Quentin Tarantino, Michael Jackson, Jim Carrey. Those are my legends. But maybe he is the one that actually is also a little bit conservative and like these are my IPs, and he has his voice matters in this company. You understand?
Yeah,
his voice does matter.
He's a big shot.
He's a big shot.
And they listen to him.
And they do listen. So maybe, right?
Yeah.
What do you say?
I think that's one of the reasons actually also. And
yeah, because they changed the boss a couple of times, but this is someone who stayed here from the beginning. Numa came later. Masahiro Sakurai, he has his own thing, Smash Bros, but Shigeru Miyamoto. You want to say something?
Yeah, but it's also when we're talking about branding, like Shigeru Miyamoto is Nintendo, and Nintendo is Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's a nice little end of this podcast. So, what do you say?
Yeah, let's end this podcast. Very nice. No, we're going to end it. We're going to do one more thing.
Oh.
Yes.
Retro Rewind? Well, okay.
Okay,
sure, if you want to do that. I didn't expect it. I thought, sure, if you want to do that right here.
Right here? Right now?
If you want to do a Retro Rewind right here? Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, sure. Can be.
Yeah.
That's a very, very conservative thought of you, but yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, sure.
Retro.
Okay, well, the music didn't work, and you also said something. No, we can do a retro rewind. So usually we do a retro rewind in one of our regular podcasts, but now it's a nice initiative that you want to do it in this
episode.
It has
20.
nothing to do with 5.
No.
5, but maybe you can make a link to it. So,
but this is the Nintendo 64 era because we're gonna do
just
about
don't show me the book.
Nintendo 64 games.
Yeah.
Guessing the game.
This is the beginning of the.
This is the beginning.
So what are you doing actually now?
Yeah, but this is the beginning when the third-party developers starting to go away.
Yes, so I'm very interested in what game you're gonna choose. I hope you're gonna. So yeah, this is the. Thank you for watching this podcast, and usually at the end of our podcast, of our regular podcasts, so be sure to check those out on our YouTube channel. One of us is a reading about a game from the N64 to the other person, and then the other person is gonna guess what game you're talking about. So I'm gonna guess what game he's talking about, and you can let us know the timestamps down below. If you, you can let us know in the comments down below the timestamp when you guessed the game. So Remco's gonna read. Of course, he's gonna censor some words like Shigeru Miyamoto, conservative, Mario, and I'm gonna try to guess the game. Remco, you have to turn the book a little bit, I think, because I might be able to see it otherwise.
I have to do it like this. And
just do whatever you need to do. Just do whatever you need to do. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna read like this.
No, just there's a microphone, so be sure that you talk in the mic. Your voice.
Yeah, but it's very difficult to to do like this.
It's episode 20, Remco. I'm sure you can do it.
Okay.
You can just lower it, right? Like.
This? Yeah.
No, I mean the book.
Yeah, but then you can see it.
No.
I cannot read it like this, but okay. I'll try my best.
Beautiful.
So, as you may have already heard, the story goes that when Tomb Raider was in early development, it was originally going to have a male protagonist. After fears...
Male protagonist?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
I didn't know that actually, but after fears that this could be considered too much of an Pokemon ripoff, the hero evolved into Lara Croft and a popular culture icon was born. There's something quite poetic then in the fact that Ash Ketchum would later star in a video game that is about a Tomb Raider imitation, as you will find. That's not to say that Pokemon and the Pokemon Masters is a bad game. Of course, especially for the Lara-less Nintendo 64 owners, for whom Ash Adventure was as good as they were going to get. Set 2 years after the end of the Pokemon Master Championships, the game opens with Ash exploring the canyons of Viridian City. Before long, he meets an old buddy who tells him that the gym leaders are trying to excavate the ruins of Viridian City. The reason for this is the type of B-movie Hokum you expect from Pokemon movie 2000. Apparently, 2,600 years ago, King Giovanni was trying to build an engine, the titular infernal machine that could reach across dimensions of space and time. When the machine's gears started turning, the king's subject decided that he was probably taking things a little too far and toppled the tower with 4 of his disciples, escaping with parts of the machine and hiding them in the 4 corners of the earth. It turns out the gym leaders now want to recover these parts and complete the machine so they can potentially develop a weapon even more powerful than a nuclear bomb. So it's up to Ash to travel around the world and try and locate all these 4 parts before the gym leaders get to them. The game takes Ash to the likes of the Pokemon Islands and several other places, and along the way he takes on countless enemies, both man and Pokemon. Naturally, given his fear of snakes, you can expect them to turn up every now and then, and you should get bitten. His health will slowly start to drain, meaning players need to apply an anti-venom before it's too late. Ash can fight back, of course, and he's armed with his trusty Pokeball and Pokemon hat, while he can pick up a Pokemon Pokerod and other weapons later in the game. Despite being a tie-in for a fairly popular Pokemon series, the Nintendo 64 Nintendo 64 version of Pokemon and the Pokemon 2000 movie was never actually sold in stores. Instead, the developer let players pre-order it from their official website, then pulled it on the day the game launched. From that point on, it could only be rented in
Show me the book.
in video stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you
Video
have to read
stores in North America. It isn't considered enormously rare since it's a decent number of cartridges were produced, but getting a good quality box with it is considerably trickier. So,
Okay, well, all I hear is Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon. So it's very difficult. This, like, I hear Pokemon, so many Pokemon things.
yeah.
I don't know. It's like Lara Croft and Pokemon.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea because I'm just hearing about Pokemon. So it's
Okay,
so,
I'll give you a hint. It's
like I hear Viridian City, Giovanni, no everything. Poke this, Poke that, Poke. So yeah, I have no idea. Like if
No.
this is not a Pokemon game, then yeah, I don't know.
no, it's
Would be
not.
good if it's a Pokemon game actually. Yeah, but then then you would be good.
Reverse Uno.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not, but it's made by a third-party developer, so
Yeah.
that's nice.
No, I got that. Yeah.
And
But
so
yeah, I have no idea.
about dungeons, caves.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah,
We talked about it in our podcast about the
yeah,
third-party
Indiana
developers.
Jones, Tomb Raider, like something like that. But yeah, I have no idea. And yeah, there's so many Pokemon and spacecrafts and something divided into 4, spread across the Earth. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
actually already said the correct answer, but not the full title of the game. But
No, okay.
I'm gonna give you that.
So one of the Indiana Jones games. But yeah, I would never have guessed this.
Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine, publisher LucasArts. So there we have it. Here we go. As you can you guys see it?
I'm sure they can see it.
Yeah.
So can I see it also?
Yeah, sure. Here you go. I didn't
Horrible.
know this game.
Well, thank you so much. I mean, if you guess this, then you're good, because
Yeah.
this is like impossible.
You're awesome. Yeah.
And what are all those words that you're censoring then? Like, why couldn't you? Why is it so much Pokemon?
Oh yeah, there were like the title of the Indiana Jones movies.
Yeah, but
So like
even more things. You're censoring a lot of like what else? Like, and then he grabbed his rope, and rope is also Pokeball or
Pokeroth and no, because it said like a gun and
you said gun,
yeah, there was like a gun and a whip and
and
other
instead of
stuff.
that you censored it also.
Yeah, Pokeball.
Yeah, but then it's
Pokeroth.
impossible to. Yeah, I wouldn't. Still, if you didn't censor that, like a whip, I wouldn't have guessed it. Could be Soul Calibur 2.
Well, like a mill Tomb Raider. Like, oh wait, that might have given it away.
Mm, I don't know. Did you say male Tomb Raider?
Yeah, male protagonist in Tomb Raider
Okay,
at
okay.
the start.
Oh, I thought it was something else. I thought you said that it was supposed to be a male protagonist in Tomb Raider.
Yes. Yeah, that's
Yep.
what I said, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So
that-
what's the connection with Indiana Jones then?
He is like a male Tomb Raider. Indiana Jones.
Oh,
He's the
okay.
same.
Yeah, but
Uh.
I thought it was just about Tomb Raider. I thought you were saying it was supposed to be a man
Yeah.
in the Tomb Raider games, and then they changed it later to a woman.
And then they released the Indiana Jones games that was like a Tomb Raider game. but
Okay.
With a
All
man.
right, all right. Well,
Oh.
anyways, this video was the 5
Yeah, the 5 reasons
Yeah.
why
Switch 2 has bad third-party support. So, and this is probably also a very bad third-party game, right?
Yeah.
So, if it's games like this, we don't even want the third-party support, Remco.
No.
Like, if it's games like this, we don't
Yeah.
want it.
We don't
you know?
support it. No.
Yeah, no, I don't support it. So, I'm gonna end this video because
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go. Thank you guys for watching, and see you the next time, guys.
I hope so. So,
Yeah, it was a really interesting podcast this time, right?
very interesting, very
Very-
interesting. Just as Indiana Jones, man.
I thought
I've never seen even one of those movies, even.
No,
So, I mean,
that's
how-
crazy.
Yeah.
We should watch them.
Well, not after this.
You
Not
would
after
know- or play this game, or do